Have you ever felt like your mind is a storm that never stops? Thoughts crashing in like waves, memories of the past, fears of the future, and endless worries that never give you peace. Today I'll tell you a story. A story about a young man named Truong who lived with this storm inside his head, and how a single encounter with a wise old man completely transformed his life. This story might just hold the secret you've been searching for too. In a quiet mountain village, there lived a 30-year-old man named Truong. From the outside, his life looked ordinary. He had a small home, family, neighbors who cared about him, and the beautiful mountains surrounding his village. Yet inside, Truong was trapped. His mind was restless, filled with endless thoughts that gave him no rest. Every morning he woke up already exhausted. Thoughts about mistakes from the past kept pulling him down, and fears about the future wrapped around his heart like chains. He could not enjoy his meals, he could not sleep well, and he had even forgotten how to smile. His life felt like a storm where the sun never shined. One day, Truong heard whispers about a faraway village hidden in the hills. People said a wise old man lived there. He was once a famous psychologist in the city, a man who had dedicated his life to helping others find peace in their minds. When he grew old, he left behind the noise of the city and chose the silence of nature. Truong, desperate for relief, decided he must go. Maybe this wise man can help me, he thought. And so, with nothing but hope in his heart, Truong began his journey. The road was long and harsh. He walked through forests, crossed rivers, and climbed steep paths. His body grew tired, but his restless mind gave him no break. Days later, exhausted but determined, Truong finally reached the village in the hills. There, at the edge of the village, Truong found a small house covered with vines and flowers. Birds were singing gently, and the evening breeze was calm. On the porch sat an old man with his eyes closed. His face carried deep lines, but his presence radiated peace, like still water untouched by wind. Truong approached and whispered, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. I feel lost and tired. I want peace. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and smiled with the gentlest expression. "So, you are searching for peace," he said. "Then come with me. I will give you a task." He led Truong into his small yard. There he filled a glass of water completely to the brim. Not a single drop more could fit. Handing the glass to Truongi, he said, "Take this glass. Walk through the village to the far edge and then return to me. But remember, you must not spill even a single drop." Truong's eyes widened in surprise. "That's it? Just carry water?" he thought. But he accepted the challenge. Carefully, he took the glass and began to walk. The path was crowded. Children laughed and played, dogs barked, merchants shouted, and villagers rushed about. But Truong kept his eyes only on the glass. He walked slowly, step by step, with complete focus. The noise around him faded. His mind thought of nothing else but the water. And after what felt like hours, Truong finally returned to the old man. "Grandfather," he said with relief, "I did it. Not a single drop spilled." The old man smiled. "That's good, Truong. But tell me, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking? Did you notice the people along the road?" Truong paused, surprised. "No, I saw nothing. I heard nothing. My only thought was about the water in the glass." The old man leaned closer and said gently, "That, my child, is the secret you have been missing all your life. When your mind is fixed in the present, there is no room for the past to hurt you or for the future to scare you. Today, you carried a glass of water, but in truth, you carried your own mind, and for the first time, it was still." Truong stood silently, the weight of the old man's words sinking deep into his heart. For the first time in years, he felt a strange calmness spreading within him. As the sun set behind the mountains, Truong bowed his head and whispered, "Grandfather, I understand now. Peace is not something I must chase. It is something I already have, if I keep my mind in this moment." The old man smiled, his eyes shining with kindness. Birds returned to their nests, the air grew cooler, and Truong turned to walk back home. But this time he was not the same man who had arrived. The restless storm in his mind had quieted. He carried no regret of the past, no fear of the future, only the gift of the present moment. And so, Truong discovered a truth that can change all of our lives. Peace is not out there. It is within us, waiting to be found in the present moment. If Marco's story touched your heart, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with your friends. Give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories like this one. Because sometimes, one simple lesson can change not just a day, but an entire lifetime.